Going live. Thank you for hanging on, guys. One day I will have this figured out. Let me know if you can hear me too. So, how are y'all doing tonight? Have you had a great week? I'm sure you're sleeping super well. No, I'm actually doing really well. When I am like kind of like nervous about something, or if I'm stressed, I actually like purposely stay busy and get pretty productive. So the last couple days I've gotten quite a bit of work done. What about you guys? Can you hear me? I'm hoping so. I forgot to adjust my camera, so it is super bright. Hold on one second. I'm like reflecting in the... Let's see if I can get it dimmer. Okay, that's better. Hello. Hey. Awesome. Okay. I'm glad you guys joined me for ThredUP Thursday and more. I have a page-long notes to discuss with you guys. I go like off on tangents, and so I want to try to stay more organized with my thoughts. I have my fountain soda from Casey's. Do you guys have Casey's gas stations? I think it's like a Midwest thing, and we purposely go to like certain ones because they're our favorite. Alright, okay, so if you're still on ThredUP, let me know how your week has been with sales. I will start out with, I'm glad Alicia joined me, because Alicia over on Murray Live is doing a November Resellers giveaway every single day of the month of November, which is insane. I don't know how she's doing it all, but she's amazing. Anyways, she's live in the chat if you want to hop on her channel and subscribe. On the 9th of this month, which is in like, 4 days, I will be on her channel with a little snippet of myself and how I came into reselling, and you guys probably know like what kind of content I do. And if you subscribe to both of our channels and you comment on that video, and you have a chance to win a $10 Starbucks gift card. So if you like coffee, and actually they offer food too, because I actually am not huge into coffee. I actually, a couple weeks ago, posted on my stories on Instagram that I really don't drink coffee or have ever really tried it. And I have like a little reaction video. But let's get started. Okay. Alright. So, ThredUP, you know, I've been posting a lot of content about it since June. And there have been frequent issues recently, and a lot of people have like stopped altogether, and I haven't pulled all of my items back. I've just been reclaiming my items as they expire. Oh, no problem, Alicia. She is such a sweetheart. Oh, anyways. So, I have had 3 whole payouts for this last week, which is the same number of payouts I had for the previous week. And I made a whole $21. Technically I made more than that, and I'll explain it in a minute. Yeah, so Alicia, I'm addicted to caffeine, but in pop form, which is not the greatest for your teeth. I've had a lot of cavities over the years. Okay, so I had 3 payouts, and one was for a pair of, do you know how guys have Avon? Like, again, is this a Midwestern thing? Avon makeup and like beauty products, and it's like a little catalog. Anyways, it was Avon branded loafers. I got them at the bins, so they're like $1. They were brand new, super cute, and I couldn't sell them myself, but I sent them to ThredUP and they sold for full price. And so I made $9.12. The other item was an unbranded skirt. It was what they call a tulip style skirt. It was like a long black maxi skirt. It was brand new with tags. It was like a boutique brand. And at this point, I was like just sending ThredUP pretty much whatever, and so I only made $3.52 on it, and I paid $1.50 for it, so I really made probably $1 once you take out fees and stuff. Yes, Alicia, they make everything. It's crazy. But Okay, and then the last item, which I was kind of disappointed about, was REI pants. They were hiking pants. REI is like an outdoors brand. And I spent $5 on these pants at a thrift store, and I should have sold them myself. I probably could have sold them myself for about $25, but I sent them into ThredUP thinking that I could make more. However, I couldn't mark them up but to like maybe $35, $40, and so I netted $8.20, or no, I made $8.28 minus the $5, so I made about $3 on those pants. So, thank you, Posh Principal, Poshmark Reseller. I appreciate it. I love that you guys are coming and joining my channel. Okay, so the next thing with ThredUp, you know how I told you that I made $21, but I actually made a little bit more. Not so much. Over the last couple of weeks, I've explained how I've been waiting for a return assurance bag, which return assurance is when ThredUp doesn't accept your items to sell. You pay $10.99 for them to ship the items back. Otherwise, they just get donated to whatever. So I always do return assurance because I specifically had been thrifting for the last few months for ThredUp. And I had 6 items at the beginning of October that never got sent back to me. And, oh, thanks, Tom. You're so sweet. And they actually never made it to me, and so I finally reached out to customer service this last week. And I was kind of excited because one of them was a pair of Veronica Beard pants, which I've talked about quite a few times on my channel. And I only paid, okay, so they lost 6 of my items, and I only was in it $10, so I wasn't super upset. But they only gave me $100. Like, that was it. And I tried arguing with them. I tried asking $480. But these weren't reclaims. They were items that they did not think were quality pieces for them to sell. So I went back and forth with customer support, and at the end, I was like, you know what? I made money. I'm just going to take it and move on with my life. No sense in, like, getting super upset. Just move on, right? Oh, thanks, Chico. I'm supposed to show you guys. I'm going to detach my camera. My husband is into something called Warhammer 40K. I hope I'm saying that right. And he made a blue shelf this weekend to display his pieces on. It's pretty dark, so I don't know how well you guys will see that, and I'm sorry if the camera faces for a second. But Tom and Chico, I wanted to show those to you. I think he used spray paint and just like some extra boards that were in our garage and made that shelf over the weekend. Okay, so I made I made $90 off of these items, and it's okay. It was like Calvin Klein, White House Black Market. I could have probably made more than that if I sold them myself, but I'm drowning in my ThredUp reclaims. Yeah. Okay. The next item I wanted to discuss, you all know that ThredUp has their expedited processing is now 3 weeks. They changed it about a month ago. They used to say 7 days, and then they changed it, and so I'm no longer sending kits in. And they had a kit for like a month, and at one point I thought it was lost. I think last week I told you guys that they were actually going to pay me out $120, and they're like, no, let's just wait. And the kit did process, and that night I went to bed with the kids, so I went to bed like 8:30. I religiously check my email probably 4 to 5 times a day, which I know is kind of bad, but it's just part of being an entrepreneur. You are frequently on your phone. And I did not, for some reason, I think I was busy with appointments that next morning, and my kit that I had been waiting like 4 to 5 weeks to process randomly appeared and processed overnight, like near the beginning of the evening. So the kit had already gone up for bidding the next day, and it's not a huge deal. Only 2 of the items sold, and so I made like $5, and it was like Banana Republic, you know, it was a mall brand. But yeah, I know. whatever. I increased the prices of other items and nothing is sold. So I have a second account on ThredUP I started 2 months ago in my husband's name, and I have 3 kits there. I think the kits have been live for a month, and I've sold 4 things out of like 90, which is really bad. And these items I specifically sourced for ThredUP, so they have previously sold for me really well, and now they're like not moving. So now, like I said, I've been getting tons and tons of reclaims, and everyone, you know, has their own like opinions and things. So what I have been doing with my reclaims is I have been screenshotting ThredUp's picture of the front and back and using it for my listings. First of all, most of the time their pictures are like amazing, and I cannot stand photographing pants. They are the worst, and they have a lot better mannequins than I do. So I screenshot, and then I learned from last night from a reseller, I can't remember their name off the top of my head. They use the ThredUp app, which you use for making collages and stuff on Instagram. And so you just take the front and back picture of that item, the screenshots from ThredUp, because they're vertical pictures, they're not square, and you put them together and they make a square in the ThredUp app. So yeah, slime videos, there's a lot of speculation why ThredUp isn't doing well. I'm not sure, because secondhand I think would be expanding right now because people are unemployed, or the economy, they're just kind of worried, so they're trying to save more money. I don't know. But so I've been doing that. I got 2 boxes of reclaims yesterday, and I got one of the boxes processed today. So I use ThredUp's pictures, but I do take my own of like the close-up of the material and the content or the fabric tag and the brand and size tag, as people want to see that. And I take my own measurements. I know ThredUp does their own measurements, but I want to feel confident in knowing this, like, you know, that my measurements are accurate. So I do take my own measurements, but it's saving me tons of time. And I don't think that these items resell well yourself. Like, I sell mainly vintage, as you guys all know, and I like to make at least $30 on an item, if not more. And with these items, I'll be lucky if I make 15 to 20, and so I'm just probably going to try to move them a little bit faster than my vintage items, because they don't bring me joy. Did you guys ever watch that Netflix series? Tell me guys in the chat, I completely spaced. What's that lady's name? The cleaning with, I don't know, I'm totally spacing, but it's a great series, and like, if something doesn't bring me joy, I get rid of it. That's why I make weekly donations to the thrift store of stuff that I decided not to resell, or personal stuff that I'm just ready to see gone. I can't stand clutter. But, okay, another thing about ThredUp is that I had, what was it that I had? Okay, so currently, I just checked today, if anybody is curious, I only have 230 items for sale. Okay, that's on one account, I'm sorry. I probably have like almost 300 for sale, and I have about 113 or 114 sold. And then I have been told by, is Dara Lynn in here? I actually haven't seen her. Purple Boutique, are you here? Are you here? No, she's not. Okay. But she told me earlier, so I could share with you guys, Dara Lynn, I frequently talk with her, usually about reselling, that she actually sent a kit to the Arizona warehouse for ThredUp last week. Like regular processing, which, you know, it says I think it can take up to 18 weeks. It got there on October 30th, this last Friday. It processed in 5 days, guys. Like, weird. So weird. Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't see you in the chat, so I don't know if you're here. 5 days. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Has anybody in the chat, if you have recently sent to ThredUp, have you gotten a regular process box processed like, as it was expedited. Yeah, ICU movement, 25 sounds about right. I was actually shocked at how much you could fit in a bag. I think I did a video on that before in my ThredUP playlist, and I rolled the items and I could actually fit quite a bit more. Yeah. She got lucky. That's what I said. I was like, it had to have been some kind of mistake. It had to have been mislabeled. Yes, Marie Kondo. Thank you, Jay Wonders. That girl, that lady is so cute. Yeah. I have the book. I just haven't read it. I haven't read a book, guys, in like, I don't know, a couple years. It's really sad. Yeah. So I know I say I'm not going to send in stuff to ThredUP, but I'm going to send in some items of mine from my personal closet from like years ago that are like cheap juniors brands that'll probably sell quick, but I'd only make $1 or $2 on them. But otherwise I would just donate them, so I'm going to send them with no return insurance and no expedited processing. Yeah, that would be great, Darylyn, if you could let me know. Black licorice? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mother-in-law and my grandmother-in-law, they both love black licorice, and my mom, I can't stand the smell of it. It just, I don't know what it is. So this is actually so good. Twizzlers are okay. Like, I won't purposely buy them to eat, but my kids got a couple of these from trick-or-treating, and dang, this is cherry punch. It's so good. Oh my gosh, do you see that? I had a bug fly on my glasses. I'm in the basement, and it got super cold, so like all the bugs and stuff froze or whatever, and then it's been pretty warm these last few days, and like we have bugs again. It's so weird. Yeah, yuck. Yeah, we go, my kids go to the Arizona warehouse. Oh, a candle? That is crazy. You guys. No. Okay. So good. So yeah, that was at 5-day processing. Insane. Okay. That's all I had for ThredUP. 20 minutes. Actually less, because I think I was a couple minutes late before I could figure out how to get my live streamed. Okay. Also, moving on, so like, if you're not interested in ThredUP, adios. No. Moving on, I'm going to discuss like other new things that have happened this next week, or this last week. Oh, yeah, I opened up a Tradesy account. So, as you know, I'm not going to send my stuff into ThredUP. And so if I have a good brand that I could price for over $50, so like the higher end brands, like I consider Eileen Fisher higher end. So like Eileen Fisher, Masook, anything like that, like Lafayette 148. I'm going to put that on Tradesy. And I've heard that it's a slower sell, but I sell vintage, and it usually is a slower sell as well. So I don't mind waiting. I think their fee is like, what, 10%? Or no. I don't know. But I'm giving it a shot. Let me know. Tradesy has changed so much. So, Megan, how has it changed? Because, like I said, I'm a new seller on there. Sherla, you're going to Vermont, like, the warehouse. Okay, I haven't seen... I'll need to Google the warehouses. Mine used to go to Vernon Hills, Illinois, which is just a couple hours north of me, and they were amazing. I mean, obviously it only took a couple days to get there, but they would process them within a few days, even during all this craziness when they said it would take longer. Okay. No, Alicia, I'm glad you brought that up. I've mentioned it previously a couple times here, but I downloaded the app and I set up my account the other day. I was kind of hoping to hear from somebody that has started with them like how they have like the process so far before I do, just because I've been starting so many new things this last week. Has anybody started it? I mean, I like her Instagram account. She's hilarious. Just Likes Pizza. If you don't follow her, you should. She like is completely real. You know, she doesn't. Yeah, slower sell. So you sold 6 things, Kelly. How many things do you have listed, if you know? Yes, that's what I like about Tradesy. More money, more money, more money. Okay. So I started Tradesy. I only have 4 items on there, and I listed them probably about 4 days ago. I have 0 likes, which is not a big deal, but 3 weeks to get money. Yeah. I think that might be a good option. Okay. Sorry. eBay. eBay, you know, I've been with eBay forever. Not really, but that's why I started reselling. Tuesday, I finally got into managed payments. So, give me a wave in the chat if you sell on eBay and that you're in managed payments. Finally got on there. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I've actually kind of been looking forward to it as I've heard positive feedback from it, mostly. I guess one thing I don't like about it is you don't get your automatic payouts. Normally when somebody pays you through PayPal, they pay for, well, I always charge the buyer for shipping as well. And so I'm paid up front for the shipping. And I think the way I understand it is with managed payments, you actually pay for the shipping up front because your money is, you do not actually get paid until the buyer receives their item. And then according to the email I got from eBay today, it can take another 3 to 5 days for the money to go into your bank account. No way on Tradesy. Yeah. I don't know. So, I mean, that's one good thing because with eBay, you could only pay with PayPal before. And, you know, a lot of people don't have PayPal accounts or they don't trust PayPal. You know, they've had a bad experience. And so that limits buyers. And now you can pay multiple ways, which I love. Tips to get started on eBay. Slime videos and more. We got started on eBay selling a lot of vintage hard goods. My husband's stuff. If you have things laying around the house, anything will sell. Even if you want to sell something for $10, if it's yours personally, that'd be a great way to learn. That way you have 0 invested in it. That's my suggestion. Yeah. Quick processing. Yeah, Aria with Grace. I kind of feel like that. I'm trying to remember exactly which time it was I reached out to customer service that they kind of hinted that I was a reseller. Like they almost put us in a different category than, you know, just somebody cleaning out their personal closet. On there. Nice. Oscar de la Renta. That is totally hit or miss. So a Posh Principal, Poshmark reseller, that is completely a mouthful. Oscar de la Renta. Completely hit or miss. I've sold a few like vintage pieces, but last year I found a cashmere cable knit really chunky sweater by Oscar de la Renta at a local Goodwill for their crazy sale they have for like $1.50, and I sold it within I think a few hours for $275 or something crazy like that. And then I had somebody else who wanted it so bad. She kept messaging me. I was wondering who purchased the sweater and would pay a lot more. I'm like, I can't give you that information. So, okay. Yeah, most pieces for Oscar de la Renta, if you ever see it in the thrift, always look up that exact style or something super similar, because most styles are not worth picking up unless you get it at the bins and you just, you know, want to flip it quick for not much profit. Megan, I think she sold that coat on ThredUp, right? Maybe I misread that. Oh yeah, I guess she didn't specify where that was at. That would be interesting to know. Okay, so let's move on. I'm glad to see you guys so active in the chat. That's awesome. Okay. What is next on my list? Okay, so I have been selling a lot on Facebook Marketplace. Mainly clothing, but I do sell hard goods there as well. And I think I started shipping items out like 6 months ago, and if you make more than, I think, $600 in the state of Illinois, you have to file taxes, and so Facebook made me certify my account. So I had to submit my social security number and my driver's license, and I did that 2 days ago, like over 2 days ago. And when I submitted that, they did not notify me that I would not be able to sell things online on that account. I could only do local pickups. And I'm really frustrated because I've had like 5 or 6 people want to buy something from me, and they are like, hey, why can't I click the buy now button from you? It's like, I am so sorry, can you please come back? And you know they're not going to come back. And I reached out to Facebook today, and they responded and gave me like some kind of generic answer. And it's for my husband's old Facebook account. So it's his Facebook name is in the account, but my name and my social security number were given for like tax purposes. And so I don't think that would matter because your name on Facebook is not like a legally binding thing, but hopefully that's not what is holding it up, because I am ready to make some sales on Facebook. This previous week I actually this probably last couple weeks, I made more on Facebook than I did on eBay, which is saying something. Live sales, good for you. Yeah, shipping on Facebook, they actually have really good shipping rates for heavier items. Okay. What is next? Okay, so Facebook, I'm frustrated with because I can't sell something to note, and I'll have to go back in my messages and see who messaged me this. But you guys know I specialize in selling vintage, and there is a platform called shopthrilling.com that is like a vintage platform to sell your items on. And it kind of reminds me like if Etsy and Depop made a baby. I don't know. And so I was like, oh, this could be a great opportunity for me to branch out because I want to get more into vintage. And you actually have to apply to sell on there, and I've gone back and forth probably 5 times. I was approved. They wanted to see my other resale websites so they could see what I've been selling and kind of, that I'm a trusted seller. And I've been assigned what they call a regional representative, who's kind of like my helper if I have questions. And also, so I posted about it on Instagram yesterday because it's something completely new to me. I haven't heard any other reseller using it. I haven't YouTubed it yet, which I probably will tomorrow. But Hazel Hearts Vintage, she has been selling on there for a few months, and she said that she really likes it. So there is no subscription fee. There's just a 10% flat commission fee for when an item sells. And they do the shipping. They email you the shipping label. Like, you don't have to worry about any of that. So that seems like a benefit. That's something else I started this week. And then something that my husband and I completed this last weekend was we applied to Amazon Merch for their print-on-demand program. I think I touched on it last week, or maybe the week before. Where you just like get royalties pretty much for designing t-shirts. So like my husband has this long list of funny rated R quotes that we'll probably have to change to make it a little bit more appropriate. But some good ideas that we're going to try to put on some shirts and see if we can make some extra money, because we're trying to find a way to make passive income, and that may be the route to go. So let me know in the comments if any of you guys do print-on-demand programs and if you've had success. Yeah, I don't think it is for a newer reseller. By the way, I took how the interview was conducted. Yeah. So Amazon Merch, they said it can take 14 days to be approved, and it's been 5, maybe yeah, probably only 5 days since we applied. You can actually start designing shirts before you've been approved, but I'm not going to like do that just in case we aren't approved. And there can be a waiting list to getting approved for this print on demand program. So okay, now something that may interest you a little bit more than just like things that I've done this last week. I'm going to go over some things that have sold fast for me this week. And I'll probably just pop it up on my phone for you guys. Like quick. So I've been listing a lot of my vintage linens lately, and linens, you know, are like tablecloths, bedspreads, blankets, curtains, all that. Yeah, Purple Boutique, you're correct. Yeah, they make the shirt in their like huge Amazon warehouse, and you just simply design it. Oh, yes, Redbubble. Okay, is he satisfied with it? I mean, you just started, so you may not know, but we were trying to find, like, design subscriptions, and I think the one that we were recommended is like $30 a month. And so, no, you don't have to pay to sell on Facebook. They actually have a selling fee of 5%, and they actually have been waiving it since COVID, and there's no selling fee on Facebook. So you get like 100% of your sale. And in the month of October, they actually had clothing and accessories. If they were $20 and more, it was free shipping. So somebody, for example, when this promotion was going on, they bought a pair of Sorel snow boots from me that weighed like 5 or 6 pounds. You know, they're heavy. And they got free shipping. Facebook pays for it, you know. So it was a great promotion. 5%, and actually there's no selling fee through the end of December. And I'm hoping they'll extend that, but, you know, I'll take 5%. Okay, so these things that sold quick for me, the one thing was a vintage happy birthday round tablecloth, and it was listed for just a few hours. I got this at Goodwill, and I actually have another one just like this in a different color. I don't know how well it will show for you guys since I'll be showing it to you on my phone, but it's very 90s style, and I sold it for $30 plus shipping. $30 for a round tablecloth, and there's actually a stain on it too. So so that sold within a few hours on eBay. The next item, the selling fee for Facebook is normally only 5%, but they're actually waiving the fee through the end of December because of the pandemic. Okay, so the next item, I get birth control sent to me through, I don't even know what company, and they, for some reason, send condoms, and not just any kind of condom, a female condom. And so I get 2 boxes of it, and like I'm not going to use it. And so of course I put them on eBay, and they sold like in a day for $20 plus shipping. And there are quite a few other ones listed, but something else that I've been doing, and I've been noticing an uptick in sales, is I've been promoting it, which is like an additional fee, but I just mark my items up a couple dollars to pay for that extra cost. Tablecloths, that's crazy. Yeah, I think it's a generational thing, because I have had like maybe a table runner on my table at one point, but it's just like something else to wash. Yeah, I know. So I pay $20. Is it like every 3 months they send me medicine? I can't remember. And so it's just like free birth control pretty much. I know. Yeah. I told my husband the same thing. Okay. The next item I sold, crazy, LuLaRoe. I sell LuLaRoe like you wouldn't believe, guys. This LuLaRoe, okay, so the female condoms sold on eBay as well. I actually put those condoms on Mercari, and they flagged them and took them down. They were sealed in the box. Like, I wouldn't sell something if it wasn't new, obviously, but the LuLaRoe dress sold within, I think, a day, and that was on Mercari. And that was for $20. It was the Carly style. It's like the high-low. Here it is right here. It's like a very basic purple dress. And I can't remember if somebody gave that to me or if I got it for like $1. I only buy LuLaRoe if it's super, super cheap, and I try to get the larger sizes. I know so many people have a hard time selling LuLaRoe, but I stick with mainly plus sizes, solid colors, the midi to maxi dresses, and like plus size. I stay away from leggings and I stay away from shirts, but the dusters do well. I don't know. I sell them for like $20 to $30, guys, and they sell usually within a month. I don't know what it is. And they sell on all the platforms. I sell them on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. Oh, Alicia, what kind of shirt? Because certain prints have a following. Like the Disney ones, I think, have more of a following. And I think I sold a pair of Halloween leggings. Like it was a cemetery. And I sold them pretty quick. Huh, anchor print, okay. One day, that is pretty quick. Yeah, so those were my sales that sold quickly for me. So, that's what I have for you guys. Do you have any questions? I'm just seeing, so I have a virtual assistant on Poshmark who shares my closet, and I've had it since, I think, August, and my sales went up a lot, and I wasn't really listing, and these last 2 weeks I have been listing, and my sales have been like super slow, and I'm not sure why. Like, I've sold maybe 5 things within the last 2 weeks, and before I would sell stuff every single day. So, Alicia, you're gonna love it. My store is like, I think it's about 800 pieces, and trying to share my closet with my kids is like, I was very impatient, so I was willing to share my closet every 2 to 3 days, and my sales were, you know, pretty poopy. And then I can't remember, Allie Bethany, I think, her YouTube channel, she got I think in the spring, she got a virtual assistant through the same program, and she said her sales like quadrupled, and yeah, mine quadrupled too. And then I don't know if it's the items that I'm listing, because I had been listing like vintage pieces, and they don't typically do as well on Poshmark. But now I have all of these mall brands that I'm getting reclaimed from ThredUP, and so I'm guessing those will do better on Poshmark. Virtual assistants, let me look it up and I'll tell you the website. I probably have an affiliate link. I'm so bad with those. I should give those out and put them in my description, because I have one for a lot of different things. It's like reseller assistant. Hold on, they send out coupons pretty much every single week. I pay $25 a week, and but they do have coupons, so sometimes you can get it cheaper. And they do an amazing amount of shares every single day. Of course, I go to show you and I can't find it. I think it's like reseller assistant, or no, yeah, resellerassistant.com. It's like one of the huge ones, and their customer service, they are on top of it. Even like Sunday, I emailed them and they emailed me back within an hour. They're very good as far as responding. Yeah, my sales were really low. I was down about 40%, and I've been listing pretty much every single day now, and my sales are finally going up. Yes, Alicia, that's the same one I use. And if you could probably message Allie Bethany, I forget her Instagram handle, and you get a coupon, so it's cheaper. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's weekly, and so every Sunday I have to remember to go on and purchase it for the following week. Oh, social media. actually could probably type it in real quick. Virtual, or no, maybe it's Reseller Assistant. Yeah, it's resellerassistant.com. And I just do, I think, the starter package, which is $24.99 a week. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to try for 1 week, because that's kind of a lot for me being a very part-time reseller. But I make up for it in sales, and plus time is money. And I feel like less stress completely. Before, I would feel guilty when I wouldn't be sharing my closet daily, and like, was it last week? I'd gone so long without sharing my closet, I almost forgot and for a second, like, how to share it. I wonder if I'm logged in and I could type in my affiliate link, but okay, it's going on 43 minutes, 25 a week is so, oh yes, I completely agree. I'm really looking forward to having a cleaning service come to our house and clean our house once, like, the COVID cases kind of die down, because right now they're really high here. I think our rate is over 8% and has been for about this last week, and the rate is a lot higher, like an hour north of us, so I think it's going to continue to increase. So, but I'm kind of a hermit, always have been, and so as far as like not socializing, doesn't really affect me. So, alright guys, well, I don't really have anything else for you. Have you noticed I haven't been posting every day on YouTube? My sales dropped so much, and I was posting too much on YouTube, and because I'm really wanting to get to those 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to get monetized soon, just because, like, I set out that goal a few months ago, but yeah, so anyways, I would love it if you are still watching this, if you could give me a thumbs up. I have 7 likes, so don't forget guys, before you head out, to make sure you're subscribed first of all, because about half of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Everyone, don't forget to enter my daily. Yes, Alicia, I finally remembered, I think yesterday morning, and so I've been doing the last 2 days. I believe in me. You believe in me for what? See guys, I completely forgot. Yeah, but I forgot what I was completely talking about. Already done. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go upstairs and enjoy some peace and quiet for a little bit, and I don't really have anything else to say, so. But thanks for joining me guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and message me on Instagram if you have like a question or a specific topic or something that you want me to kind of go into detail about. I don't mind at all. Alright guys, well, I'm not going to waste your time. Thanks for joining me, Alicia. Alright everybody, have a thriftalicious day.